Ms. Jones,
Sir.
could you please help me? I picked up my Courier Journal this morning at 6 like I normally do.
You did?
Yes, ma'am. And, I'm a sport page guy, so I wanted to check over to the sports thing. But I couldn't hardly get there because the front page of the Courier says no job, no school.
No job, no school.
Yeah. 17,000 Louisville young people are stuck.
What?
It's a disconnect. 17,000 plus. Now, the scary thing about this is some of these individuals have bachelor's degrees, some of them have associate degrees, and a lot of them are in their early 20s up to 24 years of age.
Really? And they're college graduates?
Some of them are.
And why is that, Commander?
Well, I think some of it goes back to not choosing the right major. You can go to school and go to school. I mean, you can go to school, you can learn, and you can graduate. If you don't have anywhere to place that knowledge after you graduate, then you basically went to school to go to school.
That's right, you did.
And
just basically.
There are some people that just sleep through class.
But they slept through class?
They slept through class. They took an exam and they passed. Okay. Back in the day,
that was me.
Back in the day, when you really wasn't going to apply yourself, the teachers used to say, get back there on the back row, put your head down on the desk, be quiet, no bother anybody. Okay.
I remember that.
Okay.
I remember that.
Now,
I remember that.
A lot of the people that we know at this point, if they have classmates, they can go back and remember when they slept through class. Okay, you don't get pardoned for sleeping through class.
I know. I got in trouble when I got home.
Well,
but back in those days, the teachers called your parents.
This is a lot more serious because we are talking about college and professionally trained individuals, supposedly, that are not plugged into the system, that are living according to these articles with their parents, staying on the sofa at their friends' homes, and going from what we used to refer to in the old days as going from pillow to post.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm kind of disturbed by some things. For whatever reason, I think a guy should be able to manage. But I have a problem with the perception that a lot of these are young women.
You think so?
According to this article in the paper, anybody that does not have didn't get a Sunday Courier or can go online and pull it up and look at it and see. And this is the first article of several articles. This is a continuing story. So it means like for the next 5 Sundays, we're going to have a magnitude of this. All this material that you see here is what was in. Take a look at that. That's what's in today's paper. I mean, this is what I call a gigantic article.
Wow, I see here of the 18 to 24-year-olds in Jefferson County, here in Louisville, Kentucky, who are considered disconnected. Wow.
Look at the numbers. Look at the data that's in there.
I'm looking at this. 66% reported they live with their parents.
Yep.
And 40% are on SNAP. SNAP is food stamps, I believe. And then it says here 34% on Medicaid. Oh, wow.
Well, I mean, the Medicaid part, I don't have a lot of problems with that.
Yeah.
Because people need to, not only do they need the medicine for themselves, but you need medication to protect the public and your family and everybody else.
Exactly.
You don't need to be suffering and carrying stuff around that other people. So
I don't think so either, but what I want Commander, but a lot of these people are graduates.
Yeah.
And you would think that they would have a job that has benefits. So they wouldn't, necessarily have to be on Medicaid. They would have benefits through their employer.
Well, I think sometimes, there are some majors at the collegiate level that is never going to match up with anything. And cross-training, you have to be working somewhere before you can cross over somewhere else.
That's true.
And you have to have resources. The biggest part of this is that this is a byproduct of stress. If you weaving back and forth and you're bumping your head against the wall and the stress comes into play, then you can't hardly settle into anything else. So what I think needs to happen, somewhere we need to get internships and job trainings and things, get some of these people plugged into some kind of network that fit them. So in other words, we have to create the opportunities that fit the person rather than trying to have the person to fit the opening.
That is true. I do believe in that. And I think I read an article about, internships that are not paid.
Yeah.
Is really it's really hindering the minorities.
Okay.
And those that are at a poverty level as far as economically. And that they believe that all internships should be paid. I agree with that.
I'm one of them people too, especially for adults.
Mm-hmm.
They should get paid. And being a yesteryear brother and well seasoned, my math or my arithmetic, to what my grandfather used to call it, computes and tells me that if you provide an intern for 12 hours a week, if they only get $10 an hour, at the end of the year, that's only $2,500. But if you get a grant for $5,000, okay, then you can do bonus at holiday time. When that person gets $120 a week cash, it makes the difference of going to the grocery store.
That's right.
And you get to use your debit card rather than an EBT card.
That's right. And I think that it gives people a sense of pride and self-worth.
Well, I think what we're going to do is see what kind of network we can put together and start creating opportunities where businesses can collect tax credits. See, the big part of the industry, contractors and everybody else, can get tax credits from the federal government.
Yeah.
But if small business could get tax credits.
Right. Okay. I see where you're going. This
coming week, we will be going to the table, to the drawing board. We're going to have a meeting soon, but we're going to invite grant writers to come in. And invite grant writers to come in, put some proposals on the table, and contract with maybe 12, 15 grant writers. And let them choose which arena they want to be in, sign them up, and let's start creating grants specifically targeting for these people that have associate degrees and bachelor's degrees. Yeah. It's not going to accommodate everybody, but unless I'm just overly braggadocious about us, between this network and the contacts we have, we should be able to create in this city 1,000 internships and position folks between now and Derby Day. That's important.
Okay.
We're talking about 4 months.
Okay. I like it. 4 months. Yeah.
Because I know that there is enough businesses in this community that can afford, this is right at the end of the year, Okay, so people in a hurry to try to get some stuff to get out to help them with their taxes. Allocate $5,000, and that business is allocating $5,000 that's going to be paying an intern that's going to work 12 hours a week. And the other part of those hours is going to be mandatory that they're training for advancement.
I like that.
So
I really like that.
Here you are. If you're on the sofa and you want to get off of the sofa, we'll have a time and a place. You come see us and bring your profile, and we'll have somebody to match you with that. Now, the other part of it is, where are your computer skills? If you run from the computer, okay.
Did you say? Wait a minute. You said run from the computer.
I ran from the computer. I ran. Okay. When I was in school, if my partners caught me taking computers, any kind of computer class, well, back then it was a typewriter. Okay. Two things you couldn't do. If you want to be a brother with some swag, you sure didn't take typing. You didn't take home economics, and you didn't sing with the choral group. Those three things you didn't do.
Commander,
They get you in trouble.
Commander, can I segue right quick?
Yeah.
You are too cool for me. You just said if you was a brother with any kind of swag, you are so cool. I just got to tell everybody, Commander Jones is like so cool.
Look, I mean, brother had the profile, okay? You didn't have a whole lot. It didn't make any difference whether you had holes in your socks or whatever. You just had to have a certain kind of persona there that you made people think that you was about something. Okay?
Right.
So, but the other side of it is, it's amazing to me that everybody, okay, the church is a business. All right.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
I am sure that with the exposure that we have and the number of churches that we have, we can afford to come up with $5,000 a year to have one person there as an intern and help move this along. Okay, so whoever's on the sofa or whatever they're doing, they understand you might be on the sofa now, but guess what? 120 days from now, 4 months, we need to have you in a spot. Okay?
I love this idea.
We had an ex-offender program 5 years ago where we were creating internships for ex-offenders from the women's penitentiary. That program produced over 80% success.
80%.
Over 80% success, because everybody
Phenomenal.
that is in prison don't really want to be there. And a lot of the things...
That's right.
You know, it used to be you could get locked up for longer term quicker. If you got caught with 3 DUIs, you were going up the road. Okay. Now think about how asinine that is, okay? You locked up, serving time. You got kids, and I can speak about this because I've had 3 friends who went through that same thing.
Okay.
2 of them were male and 1 of them were female. In the process of coming back out, and this same program, there were people in this town that donated $5,000 to organizations like the Learning Disabilities Association of Kentucky.
Yes.
The receptionist there at the desk went through this same internship. $2,500 went to pay that young lady. The organization gave her bonuses at the holiday time because she did have kids.
Wow.
She went back to school at night online. Not only did she graduate and finish, but she went back and got her master's.
See,
Okay,
that shows you it can be done.
If you want to be creative, if you really want to try. But I feel like the problem with Louisville is when the transition came and we decided we wanted to be a white-collar city, We drove industry out.
When do you think that